If you have to summarize what Krishna does, in Sanskrit it goes something like this: Murares Tritiya Pantha. For example, you go and ask a binary question to him: should I do engineering or should I do medical? I'm just making it a fun, but he will say, well, do biomedical engineering. So it's not like he said, don't do engineering, don't do medicine. He suggested a third path, almost a combination of the two or something like this. So the unique thing about Krishna is Murares Tritiya Pantha. The path of Murari is a very unique and different path. The path not taken. And that you see time and time again. You can see this in Bhagavad Gita. Okay. There are 4 types of bhakta that Krishna describes. Artha, Jidnyasu, Artharthi, Jnani cha Bharatarshava. There are 4 types of bhakta. And then he says they're all great, grand. However, the person who synthesizes, remember that triangulation? He or she brings all 3 together. The Jnani is the most beloved of mine. Now, if you look at that first, say, y-axis, the Shraddha axis. See, the benefit of a Shraddha leads to a lot of karma shakti. But karma can be of a different kind. So just look at the ends of the axis. The Shraddha can be tamasi and Shraddha can be satvik. This is 17th chapter. Trivida bhavati Shraddha dainansa swabhavaja satviki rajasi chaiva tamasi chetitam shunu. Now just a good example so people understand it. So Shraddha leads to karma shakti, leads to a lot of work. But if it's a tamasi, that may lead to a person becoming terrorist. So he also creates like great things, great in the sense courageous things, but not the good ones, not the useful to the humanity. Now, if it's a Sattvic Shraddha, that person may be, somebody who comes up with a new invention or something like this in agriculture, whatnot, stuff like that. So it leads to a lot of karma shakti. So that is a Artha Bhakta. Okay, he's a more emotional, which accepts on a reverence and just go do something about it. And many people have done great things like Amte and whatnot. So now that is a connection also. That's a karma, by the way. Look at that as a karma. Okay. Now this one here, the x-axis is related to jnana, the buddhi,
knowledge.
Now Krishna in see, this is now the Murares Tritiya Pantha. Nyaya Darshan says Sanshay is good. Sanshay is good. Like asking a good question is important for the growth of knowledge. Krishna said that is good, but also person must have a Shraddha. So only that x-axis is not sufficient.
Right.
Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. Without Shraddha, you cannot get knowledge.
If your y-axis hasn't progressed much, that means you could be a terrorist who's very intelligent and you'd be at the end of that x-axis, right?
Yeah. He or she knows how to make the bomb.
Right. It takes intelligence to make a bomb and to figure strategy.
Yeah.
But if you're a good person, and you're intelligent, then it's more favorable.
Yeah. So the good person will use the knowledge of a okay, to blast the things and make the tunnel.
Right.
And cut the distance short. You see? So it's like changing that. So that Sanshaya is otherwise considered good in Nyaya Darshana, but Krishna gave a different feeling. For example, he says, Adnyasya ashraddha dhanasya sanshayatma vinashyati. If you just have a sanshaya of a mind, that is that corner there, the first corner, it will lead to destruction. Sanshayatma vinashyati. But
which corner?
That manasa, you see the first bottom left-hand corner. That is the bad one, like a vinasha, where I have written vinasha.
That's nothing.
It's not nothing. It's a Shraddha is a tamasi. The person has a sanshaya, but it's a sanshaya of a mind and not sanshaya of a buddhi. The third axis, and this is, by the way, Bhagavad Gita. Artha, Jidnyasu, Artharthi.
What is Jidnyasu?
Jidnyasu is a curious.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Like the person is curious. But look at the difference. That axis of curiosity is going, from the bottom left to the backwards. Okay. Is a kutuhala, which is just a mere curiosity. Somebody says, hey, I want to know what was the height of Bhishma. And you say, okay, what are you going to do with it? No, nothing. I just want to know. Just pure kutuhal, just mere curiosity is useless. Because the person is asking somebody else to do the thing. If you do yourself, great. But there is something more. The axis on the other side says saprayojana. Now this is Vachaspati Mishra commenting on the Bhagavad Gita, Shankaracharya's Bhagavad Gita commentary. He says, basically, anytime you have a sanshaya, That's fine. But it should be sandigdha and saprayojana. Sandigdha means the samshaya is not like you are just asking something careless and casual. You have studied the whole Valmiki Ramayana or Mahabharata, and as a result of it, you have done your own work and still a doubt is remaining. That is sandigdha. And saprayojana, meaning if I answer that question or if you find the answer, what is the benefit to humanity? No, I just want to know how tall was Bhishma. It's not useful.
Research backed with purpose.
Research, purpose-driven life, purpose-driven research, purpose-driven whatever you are doing. So now look at those axes at the up here, this side, and going back. The top left, right-hand side corner is Abhyuday. That leads to prosperity.
Ikigai.
We are
This
going
is
to come to Ikigai.
Indian Ikigai.
Yeah. I'm going to take you to Ikigai. Now, see, this is the people's challenge. See, everybody wants mukti. Mukti is a rapture of living, by the way, in an Indian context. It's not mukti not something you wait until you die. Tukarama says, yachi dehi yachi dola, right here and now. Or there is another bhajan of Tukarama, just one line, mukta kasaya manave, bandhanachi night away. We don't care for mukti. We don't know any bandhan. So what we want to become free from? So that is a mental state actually. Now look at the problem. People want mukti, the rapture of living, but they're not willing to do the tapasya that is required, the shuddhi. They want punya phala, they want the ready outcome, but they're not willing to do the punya, meaning the tapasya. And they want shakti for a karma, but they're not willing to do bhakti. This is the challenge. And so that what is Krishna is preaching in the entire Bhagavad Gita is basically this. Taking from this bottom left-hand corner to the top right-hand corner.
Of the cube.
Okay. And so you will see this everywhere. When the 4 types of bhakta. So these are 3 bhaktas, but when you bring together, that is a 4th kind of bhakta jnani. Artha, Jidnyasu, Artharthi. So Artha, Jidnyasu, Artharthi. The meaning. Artharthi not in the sense of money. Meaning. Artha, meaning, purpose. That's why he wants the jnana trupti, So combination of that is a jnani. That is that prosperous.
If you enjoyed this clip from the Ranveer Show, we've uploaded a ton of other clips related to a ton of other topics. So explore the channel because there's something for everyone.